fully understand, right? Gambling is fucking terrible. It is bad. Like, I get it, right? It's degenerate, right? And most gambling streamers, at least before me, were using that, fake balance system where their money's protected, but then they do fake balance, which in my opinion isn't even a gamble, right? And on top of that, like when you're playing, it's going to make, whoever is already a gambler is going to play, but it's not the same because you're not really risking anything. So like, I understand people's rage, but if they actually watched my stream, they'd know, they'd understand that like, that's not what we're doing, right? We're full degenerate. And the problem is they only see big clips of wins, but they don't see the 16 hours of me sitting there depositing, losing, fucking picking my face and nervousness, right? Like, they don't see that shit. They just see the win and they fucking assume. That's just how it is. Not to mention, what also triggers me is, I saw clips like maybe like 2 weeks ago of certain streamers complaining that other streamers took them out of context and didn't watch the full clip. And then I see those same streamers sitting here fucking basing everything off of those clips, but for me. It's like, come on. You can't sit there and pull that and then do the same shit a week later, right? Shameless. And then the other point that is triggering is the consistency point. If you're going to give me this mumbo jumbo about we care about the children, listen, I need you to start preaching on fucking Twitter or your stream about how alcohol sponsors, how fucking nicotine and smoking on stream and shit like I'm not saying because these are worse that this should be okay, right? They're all bad. But I'm saying be consistent at least, right? I want to repeat that. I'm not saying because alcoholism or whatever the fuck is worse, that this is fine. I'm saying be consistent and say all of them are bad and preach equally, right? Same motherfuckers got some goddamn whiskey sponsorships and have a 12-year-old audience, right? That's ridiculous. And this idea that, well, the laws prohibit it and there's control. Dickhead, I was 12 years old buying a pack of cigarettes through a homeless guy. You understand? Don't give me that bullshit, okay? I think I had my first cigarette when I was 13. I remember that shit. I was emo. I was fucking smoking a pack a day. You know what I'm saying? On some fucking degenerate shit. So it's just, and then like, there's just so much bullshit, bro. It's just so fucking dumb. Not to mention, realistically, I would love a watch party, right? It doesn't need to be a Twitch section, right? I understand these concerns where, well, if they do an 18 plus Twitch section, they can't run ads. Why can't they just do the same Twitch Prime watch party, but do a watch party section where like your Amazon account has to be verified as 18 plus, right? That won't stop everything, right? But at least there's a little bit of a fucking control system there. The problem is, I don't think this is their actual concern. I think it's all virtue signaling and it's a front behind something a little bit more petty, right? Now, I could be wrong. I have no proof of that, but it does seem like to be a petty thing, right? Since I'm not in their circle of popular, loved people. But if we get an 18 plus section, we'll get there, and I'm sure my point will be proven, and we'll hear another fucking excuse to why I'm an evil person. So let's just work on getting to the 18 plus watch party. Once we get there, we'll deal with whatever other narrative comes out of it. And also, I do want to reiterate, guys, when you watch me, okay, you need to understand something, okay? And this isn't for those of you that spend like 10 hours a day on me. If you spend 10 hours, I think you understand because you see the whole fucking scope of things, right? This is for you people that come in for like 10 minutes, okay? When you see a big win, you have to understand, when I get a big win, I'm not up 800K. You understand? I've either broken even or I'm down a couple 100K. I'm not just putting in $100 and hitting 800K. I'm putting in 900K and hitting 800K. Like, I've tried to make that so fucking clear, but it's like no one actually watches the streams that's like shit talking, right? So it's like, I don't know what else I can do. You know what I mean? Do I pay a fucking news service to fucking broadcast it, right? People who are watching know that. I literally put in fucking 800K of deposits to win 650K, right? And people are acting like, oh, he put in $100, he won 650K. That's not realistic. Dickhead, I have went full on degen. You understand? I have the capital to farm the big hit. You understand? Now, some days I do get lucky, right? But shit, overall, in the last 3 years, I mean, low key, I think like 3 days ago, I did a fucking recount and I said I was a little up, but it depends. If you count today's Bitcoin price as like constant, then I'm probably up maybe a couple 100K. But if you consider the amount I put in the past when it was at like $8,000, then I'm down a shit ton. I just don't know how to calculate.